Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Manny Major here with Hip Hop United and Brianna. Just coming to you live. Make sure you go check out my new single, Malibu Shores. Go check me out on Instagram as well, at Manny Major Music and all other handles. Let's go.
Hip Hop United All Access. This is Brianna, and we're here today with the one and only Manny Major. How's it going?
Hey, how's it going? You already know the vibes. We in Atlanta right now.
That's what's up. So you're in Atlanta right now. Are you here visiting?
No, I stay down here. I've been down here for about 6 years. So,
Okay.
yeah, I moved here when I was 18.
Okay. Where'd you move from?
I'm from Virginia originally. I was there till I was 18. And then when I came down here, that's when the music really took off.
Got
Sure.
you. Got you. Yeah, I have a family in Alexandria.
Really, that's like the northern part. I'm from the central part.
Got you. Got you. Okay. Okay. So how did you get? And how did you get started? Like, what inspired you?
Honestly, I was just in high school and I always had a knack for like music and words, and I just put two and two together. And then when I was younger, my engineer got locked up, and that really pushed me to like want to study music. So I went to school for engineering and stuff like that, and really just delved into the music part of it aspect and just started creating like crazy. I got access to all these studios in Atlanta. We didn't really have them where I was. So I was able to just catalog music after like song after song after song. So that's how it all started right there.
Okay. Who are some of the people that you've been working with while being here in Atlanta?
Let's see. I got a lot of people. I've been connecting with a lot of Alabama artists right now that are signed, like La Soldier, Gavo, Lohit. I've definitely been doing a lot of songwriting as well. I've been fortunate to be like around a core group of individuals who just introduced me to like a lot of people. So I just been in like working with King Buck, someone out of Miami, Benji Kells out of St. Louis. Like honestly, just all over the map, just traveling, going crazy. And then, yeah, those are some of the names.
Definitely. So how do you come up with your sound? Like how what's the process? And just your creative flow.
That depends. Like if I'm in a session, sometimes we'll just go off top. Like I'll just be in there. I like to cook up like from scratch organically. I got a lot of people around me, like I said, who are also real talented with the music. So we'll just get in there and like whatever I'm feeling. I usually only write songs when I feel a certain type of way. Definitely pull like I listened to a lot of different music growing up, so I don't just pull from one source. I never want to give my fans or anybody that listen to my music just like the same song. You won't ever get that from me. All my songs are going to be different. So really, like I said, I think it just comes with progression as an artist. Like whatever I've been through or going through, like that's the sound that I'm going to get. So you gotta keep up. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So like what makes you different? Because it's a lot of Atlanta is so competitive here in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? And like I know you said you've been working with a lot of artists from Alabama and you're from Virginia. Like, I guess how do what makes you different? How do you stand apart?
I mean, honestly, the biggest way to answer that is like I don't want to be compared to anybody. A lot of times, just because I'm light skinned or where I'm from, I get compared to Drake and stuff like that. But to be real, like now I've been through a lot of turmoil and pain and stuff in my life, and I put all that into my song. I lost my parents when I was younger. I was adopted, so like I don't really ever feel like, hey, I got to be like the next person. I've always just been completely different, and I think like the music really speaks for itself like that. Like I don't. I personally just don't feel that way. Like when I just bring something raw to the table, and just by like the conversations I've had with people, like them beating me, like I've always just left that type of impression on them. Like, hey, he's different. Like I don't really got to speak towards that. They do, like
Right.
I'm more reserved. I'm more like, I think about the moves before I make them. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't need a clout chase. I don't want to be like those type of people. If that's how you get your fame, that's how you get your fame. But like that's what makes me different. Like I'm all organic. I'm all natural. Like it is what it is. Like I don't feel the need for competition. Like you said in Atlanta, you're like, oh, it's like super competitive here. Like, yeah, it is. But like I feel like a lot of people here sound the same. I don't, you know what I'm saying? So coming from a different background and living in a different area, I just had a different mindset. So when I came down here, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just thankful that I've been like accepted into like a lot of the roles here. I never try to be more than I am or like try to bite somebody's sound. And like, that's what makes me different, like straight up.
Well said. Absolutely. Yeah. Because I just, like you said, it's the sound is so similar. It's like
Sad.
you can tell who is who because everybody sounds the same. Everybody sounds.
Yeah.
So now, what is the message in your music? I know you said, you had some, trials and tribulations throughout your, life with your parents and stuff like that. Like, what is the
Yeah.
message in your music? What are you trying to get out there?
I mean, don't let someone put you in a box. Like my music is like freedom. Like I said, it's really gonna speak to like whatever you're going through. I make so many different styles. So like I really want people to understand that like you could do whatever you want to do and really like stand on that. And like it's okay to be yourself. Like it's okay. You don't have to sound like the next person. That's when you're gonna get your best music. That's when you're gonna get the most organic product around you. Just like that's what I wanted to stand for. I wanted to stand for like freedom of expression and creativity and just like don't let someone try to take that away from you just because you're trying to be like the next person.
Absolutely, absolutely. So now, throughout the quarantine, I tend to ask all my artists, when I do interviews, what have you learned about yourself that's, I guess, that you've discovered, you know, while, being in quarantine? Or have you been one of the ones that have still been going out and still doing your thing?
50-50. Definitely been smart about it. Got
Okay.
my mask here. Yeah, definitely been smart about it. But like business has to go on. But like what I've learned is like honestly, I'm more introverted than I thought because like to be honest, like being more isolated didn't really bother me. It just gave me more time to like detach from a lot of the stuff that was going wrong in like society and stuff like that and really just focus on the music, focus more on the business. Uh haven't been having I've been a little bit more rough shaven than usual because I haven't really been able to pop out like that. But I mean
Mhm.
work still goes on for sure, but I just learned like, yeah, I'm definitely more introverted, been able to focus more, not really caught up in a lot of drama, which is nice, just staying out the way, but really focusing on what we got going on, setting us up for the new quarter coming in 2021.
Right. Now let's get into the
Yeah.
music. What's the current song you're pushing? Let everybody know.
Malibu Shores is out right now. We just hit 22,000 in the first month. Everything real. And then we got the video we just dropped. Go check it out on YouTube. Made that when I was out in Malibu itself, out in Cali. Just caught the vibe. Went to the studio immediately and got it down with my best friend. And it's just absolutely insane. The visuals, we shot like all the GoPro footage and everything like ourselves. And then we had this amazing camera guy come in and really sum it up. So we got a lot in the works. Just finished up my first project called If You Know, You Know. Malibu Shores is definitely off of that. And I got a killer lineup of amazing producers, a couple special features on there. So we definitely got a lot in the works for sure.
Okay. Can you let us know who you have featured on there?
Like I said, I've been working with some Alabama artists and I got some other artists in Miami as well. I don't want to be too specific, but I got some hot songs on there. Y'all gonna have to definitely just come check that out for sure.
Okay. Okay. So is there an EP out or an album or just singles
No,
right
just singles right now. And then I dropped my first single in really honestly earlier in March. It's called Glitch. I've been doing so much songwriting and stuff for like people in the past that to be honest, this is like the first year that I'm really sitting down to like put together like my artist creation, like my artist package, you know what I'm saying? So it's definitely like me branching out and getting more involved. And like, I'm really excited to have people with me that like can grow with me as I'm on this journey. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right. Now, which do you prefer the most? Because I know you said you've been writing too. You tapped into your creative space as far as you being behind the mic, but do you prefer or do you have like a preference that you like the best writing over you actually performing?
I like to perform, to be honest. I have a lot of energy. Like that's just my passion. It's just some people don't really have the ability to write or structure it the way that they want it. So that's just like something like I have. And in the past, I guess I kind of got frustrated because I'm like, dang, if I could write songs for certain people and they can do it, then why haven't I been able to like have that success like in my personal career? But like honestly, it's like really just about your marketing and how you package together. And I mean, I think I prefer to performing just because, like I said, if I could write for someone else and like, you know, I think that like, I got it 100%. And it's like my ideas, like they're all original. Like I don't like to have someone else like write for me. That's just my preference, you know. I like the challenge of coming up with something. I'm traveling a lot. I have a lot of life experiences to put in. I just want to share that with people and let them know.
Right. Now that takes me to my next question that I was going to actually ask. If you had the opportunity to write for someone, who would it be and why?
Probably like the weekend. And I think a lot of things. I think global marketing. I think like a big bag. I think of endorsements. I think of just like the song that we would make. Like it fits very well with my demographic. And like honestly, he just makes like classics. Like, you know, they're I want to make timeless music. Eventually, like that's the whole point, you know. A lot of people can make like a cool song and it's fine, but like in 10 years it fizzles out. I want to have something that's sustainable, something I can have for my kids, like you know what I'm saying? So
Hmm. Right, right.
yeah.
Absolutely. So now, if you weren't writing, if you weren't singing, rapping, whatever, is there a plan B? Do you have something that any other interest or anything like that?
Yeah. For sure. No, I mean, like I said, I went to school for the engineering. So like whether it be working in a studio or developing like something for like movie sound or video game creation, like that's all stuff that I could do. And then like I just had a lot of hobbies growing up, things that I'm good at. Like I almost went D1 for soccer. That was like one of the things that I was originally going to do before like I started with music, and then like I'm just like constantly out. We do like snowboarding and all that, and I'm pretty nice at it. Not saying I could go pro or anything like that, but there's plenty of things I could be doing if I wasn't doing music. But that's how you know I love it, just through like all the stuff that I've been through, like losing a lot of people and just constantly having things thrown in my face that are like, hey, like you might like I've had those doubts before, like, oh, maybe I should stop, but like nah. At the end of the day, that's how I vent. Music is how it makes me feel the way I feel, makes me go. You know what I'm saying? And I've been able to reach a lot of people through music. A lot of the experiences I've had, like being able to travel, have been through that. So like, I don't really think of like, oh, is there a plan B? Like, yeah, there's other stuff like I'd like to do, but you know,
This
this
is
is it. Like,
a true passion.
this is my passion. Yeah, that's it, straight up.
Yeah, yeah, I could tell just by your energy. I had a chance to listen to the song. You got the people, checking you out. So you're definitely on your way. So when I got the opportunity and to talk to you, I'm like, most definitely, most definitely. So yeah, keep doing
Thank
your
you, thank you.
doing your thing, most definitely. Was there anything else you want to promote? Are you thinking about any shows or anything after, of course, after the pandemic?
Yeah, now like we're working on that right now. I believe we got something going on with Rolling Loud. We're trying to lock in on that pretty ASAP. And my boy, like he DJs down there for them as well. So I know there's been a lot of talk, like my demographic with the stuff that I've been doing, like college tours, but like just with COVID, just wrecking everything. A lot of people doing online classes. So, we're definitely thinking about getting some bookings and stuff in for sure. 2021 is looking to have a good rollout. But if I was to promote something else right now, like I said, just go check out that Malibu Shores, go get it ASAP, and then tune into my page, Manny Major Music, because we drop a lot of content on there for sure. Let people keep informed of what we got going on. Got some crazy people behind us, and thank you for taking the time. You know what I'm saying? It means a lot.
No problem. There it is. Manny Major. Everybody, Malibu Shores, topping the charts on all platforms. It's going up. Going up.
Facts.
All right. Well,
Out
once
of
again,
there.
I do appreciate you for checking in and taking the time to speak to Hip Hop United.
Thank you so much.